There is a pigeon on the ledge outside your window right now. Or there was a moment ago. You looked, and then you looked away, the way we always do. A gray shape against a gray city. Unremarkable, forgettable. You moved on with your day. But the pigeon did not move on. It stayed. And what it did next, in the quiet seconds after your attention left, that is what nobody ever talks about. Watch a pigeon long enough, and something strange begins to happen. Not to the pigeon, to you. You start to notice that it is not wandering. It is not stumbling randomly across pavement the way we assume it is. It is reading something. The ground, the air, the angle of a shadow. It cocks its head not out of confusion, but out of precision. That single dark eye, round, still, ancient, is processing more visual information per second than most animals alive. It sees ultraviolet light. It sees magnetic fields. It sees, in some way we have barely begun to understand, the shape of the earth itself. And we called it a rat with wings. Pigeons were once called the birds of kings. Roman generals carried them into battle to send word of victory. Genghis Khan built an empire partly on the backs of their wings. In the First World War, a pigeon named Cher Ami was shot through the chest, lost a leg, lost an eye, and still flew 25 miles to deliver a message that saved nearly 200 soldiers. They gave her a medal, not because it was symbolic, because she had earned it. Then the wars ended, the cities grew, and somewhere between the telegraph and the telephone and the satellite, we forgot what we had known. We stopped looking, and the pigeon, still here, still intelligent, still navigating by senses we cannot fully measure, became invisible. Not because it changed, because we did. In a city square, pigeons do not move randomly. If you watch for long enough, really watch, you begin to see the structure. There are dominant birds and subordinate ones, and the hierarchy is not maintained through violence, but through something quieter, something almost bureaucratic. A decision not to approach the crumb until the right moment. They remember human faces. Studies have shown this clearly. Pigeons can identify and distinguish individual people, and they remember who was kind and who was not, sometimes for years. That man who feeds them every Thursday morning at the fountain, they know him. They are not crowding him out of instinct. They are crowding him out of memory. Think about that. They remember. Pigeons form pair bonds that last for years. They take turns sitting on the nest. Day shift for the female, night shift for the male. They produce a kind of milk to feed their young. Not a metaphor. Actual milk from their crop, the only non-mammal on Earth to do so. They grieve. When a mate disappears, there is a period of searching, returning to the same perch, waiting, looking, a stillness that is hard to interpret as anything other than loss. We did not give them credit for this. Perhaps this is the thing about attention. It does not just reveal, it also bestows. We live in an era that has industrialized distraction. We scroll past 100 faces a minute, past 1,000 images a day, past the ledge outside our window where something ancient and intelligent is simply going about the business of being alive. And we do not see it. Not because it is hidden, because we are moving too fast. It is standing on the ledge. It is watching the street below with that dark, precise eye. It knows the face of the man at the fountain. It knows, in its body, which direction is north, not as a concept, but as a feeling, a constant pull, a kind of knowing that does not require thought. There is a pigeon on the ledge outside your window, or there was, just a gray shape against a gray city, unremarkable until you remember what you know. Just look, really look, and let the world, for a moment, become strange and interesting again. It always was, you just stopped looking.